Brosplay! So I've been watching a show called Natural Born Monsters. It's like river monsters, but not specific to fish. And I thought it was because the first episode's about fish. But it's got like wolves, alligators, Komodo dragon. It's got a few weird things. Like
they just fucked themselves up.
Some of his voiceover writing is a little too straightforward almost. Like he'll say something like, "Our sled broke down. The wolves, and the wolves are built for this temperature, but I'm not."
Well, that took some insight.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you telling me people can't handle 30 degrees with no clothes?
You tell me you're not a wolf. I don't believe you.
But and some of the exposition's a little weird. Like when in order to explain where they're going, sometimes he gets the person he's with, like the guest or the person who's showing him his guide. He kind of gets them to go with it, and it's a little weird, but it's very informational and fascinating. And the fucking alligator one, I was on the edge of my seat. So I can't even remember where it was, but in this place, the monsoon season's like 2 months of the year, and
oh my god,
there's a lift.
There's a See, obviously, I'm not gonna see the activate lift button when there's all these blue weapons around.
Yeah.
It. Oh, I guess I.
What?
Whoa, that's a goofy mechanic.
What?
Talk about your last level not being like your other levels.
Jesus. The alligator one in monsoon season, they get like crazy amount of rain. And like 2011, I think it was, or whatever it was, they had this like crazy monsoon season, way more than normal, and it ended up turning. Like they put so much of the country underwater, and
really, like it actually drowns the place.
Yeah. Oh, like nuts, dude. Like it was like I wouldn't even describe it in stories because there's no buildings around. But it turned like peaks and valleys into islands and deep ravines.
Whoa.
And it released some 1,000 or 10,000 crocodiles in several crocodile farms that they had.
Oh shit, in farms?
Yeah, farms. So it released thousands of crocodiles, more than there should be. And so they had crocodiles.
And also farmed crocodiles, which are probably pissed that they've been in captivity.
Yeah, probably, yeah. And crocodiles they were explaining are very primitive. Like they're 150 million plus years old.
So they don't get the whole anger thing?
No, they pretty much have two distinctions. Is it
edible?
Is it food? Is it a threat? And everything else is bullshit. So you're getting mashed there, brother.
Yeah,
so,
I'm just trying to clear myself.
This one guy's describing alligators or crocodiles, sorry. And how fucking dangerous they are. And he says, well, we got most of them back, but I have one that I still haven't got, so you want to go catch it with me? And I'm thinking, crocodile hunting is like, this must be a safe way, right? Oh no, not even close. They roll a 3-piece metal cage up to the edge of the water, piece it together like an IKEA furniture thing. Right, like the whole time they were next to the water. That's how crocodiles hunt, is next to the water.
Yeah. And
so they're just trusting that the crocodile they saw is the only one that they saw, knowing
that's terrifying.
Yeah, like knowing that that's how crocodiles work. They wait near the water and you don't think they're there, and then they have to piece this thing together. And the worst part, and I thought this was a joke. I think the guy who was hosting also thought it was a joke. Because the guy says, okay, now I need you to get in the cage with the chicken.
What?
The look on the guy's face is like, ha. Like, no, you have to tie it up in there at the very back so that it doesn't just grab it and run. Because it
has to get all the way in. It's like a squirrel trap.
Yeah. But except they don't have a system to lock it. So they have a system to hit a pan to tell them that the crocodile is in there, and then they have to run over to it and lock it on it.
Oh my god, so it's not an automatic trap.
Nope. And when he's putting it in there, he has to get inside with this thing that's lined up like right up against the water, has to tie a chicken in there. The crocodile can now smell the chicken, so he's on his way over. And the one guy's like, "Okay, hurry up, let's go. Okay, let's go." And
That's so ridiculous.
And then they didn't get in there until nighttime. So they hear the sound go off and they have to rush over to a crocodile in the dark. And I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm like, holy fuck.
This does not count as hunting.
No.
This is insanity.
No. And he had thousands of them that he got back.
That he already did.
He already got back.
Oh, so this host guy is being a bitch about this one crocodile, justifiably.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, come on, dude. I do this day in, day out.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, this is a place you can't go. This is a place you can go. So,
and
fuck me, right?
The crazy thing, like the really like fucked up part about the whole thing is that I don't know I can't remember what country it was, but it's right next to a country that people want to go but aren't able to because of the borders. So during this flood, a bunch of people tried to make it over for prosperity reasons, knowing that there were crocodiles everywhere.
Oh no!
And like 100 people or something like that died. It's brutal. But the whole reason he was going after crocodiles is because 17 partial carcasses showed up near one area.
Human.
Yeah, 17.
Oh man, and they're partial too. So it's not even like these alligators are like using them.
No, like they probably eat a reasonable amount of them, but like we're talking like bits and pieces here and there.
I love how I'm talking about wasting human bodies. It's such
it's
glib
better,
way to look at it.
Like it's better if they eat the whole thing.
Well, in some ways it is, but no, not really. It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
What does Joe Rogan always say? Team people.
Yeah, I'm on team people too. I agree. There's certain aspects like in the wolf episode, the guy says, well, maybe, like, is it possible that perhaps these wolves are attacking us because people don't know how to live with wolves anymore? And I'm thinking maybe, but in the end, it's team people. So we might be fucking them over, we might be destroying their environment, but I'm always going to care more about our environment.
Yeah, well, people, I love the argument, well, that's their home.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's probably what, that's probably what you'd say, like, the country you're talking about with the alligators. That was our home, and then the alligators came into it. So by the same justification, we can fuck up those alligators.
What do you think? You think a crocodile gives a fuck about who you are, where you live, and what you have?
What your home is?
Like the crocodile farmer on that episode said he saw a crocodile grab a woman, grabbed her whole upper body with its mouth, pulled her into the water like nothing ever happened. Like, they're vicious, horrible creatures. And he said that
especially crocodiles.
There's one, their aggression is ridiculous.
You want to talk about modern dinosaurs?
Yeah, they were around for dinosaurs.
They were the biggest competitors for dinosaurs.
Yeah.
If you can compete with the dinosaurs, you're a bad motherfucker.
Yes, you are.
That is a fact.
He said there was
FACT fact.
He said that there was I forget how old he said. I forget facts so quickly. FACT facts. And I think he said it was like 19. Like it's a really old crocodile. And he said it's never attacked a person, but I still feed it with my left hand just in case.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is a very strange, like, it seems like such a little distinction. Like,
yep.
Oh, I feed it with my left hand. You mean in case you lose it?
Mm-hmm.
You crazy motherfucker. Why do you feed it at all? Why don't you let this dumb son of a bitch die? This ancient monster.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I very much look forward to the first public outrage over a crocodile death. Because we've already had, the Harambe part was totally different because it was it was circumstance.
Well, also it's a gorilla.
Yeah,
it's almost us.
It looks a lot like us, and it was considered a pretty intelligent one in the world of gorillas.
Yo, it's got our face. It's our kin, bro.
If it has a face.
I know people that's their judgment. They won't eat anything that has a face.
You don't know that flagellum doesn't have faces, alright?
Yeah, if you look close enough, everything's got a face.
Yeah, man. Flagellum's got a fucking detachable tail.
Flagellum sounds like a president.
4 more years of flagellum!
Exactly.
But are you voting for Philip DeFranco in 2024?
Of course I'm gonna vote for Philip DeFranco. What? I mean, he's running for the American presidency?
Yeah.
Ah, man, I gotta get my dual citizenship for that.
I'm really glad I don't have a citizenship for this one.
I actually saw a tweet that seemed so perfect to me.
I should say dual citizenship. I have a Canadian citizenship. Please don't contact me, Canadian government. Right?
So it recently came to our attention you are not a citizen. There was this guy who went on a trip and he tweeted about it. The best thing about going to Japan was not seeing Trump's face every 4 days. And then someone said, I hope you're not voting for Hillary, because if you are, you're not as smart as I thought you were. And he said, if you think a British citizen can vote in an American election, maybe you're not so bright either.
That's good stuff.
You gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself, bitches.
Bro.
That's the last dude.
I was born in Canada.
Just in case anyone wanted that little...
No, just on the topic of citizenship. I was actually born in Ottawa, the capital of our country.
Oh, yeah, that's actually true. You're more Canadian than anybody.
I am the Canadian.
You are the one Canadian.
I was thinking about this. You know when people, when they say like go back to your own country or get out of my country or these people come to my country. Well, if those people can say that, then and it's their country, then you and I, who were born in this country, live the whole time in this country, it was our country too.
Yeah.
So we could say whatever the fuck we want. Like, come to this country, just
and enjoy this country.
There's just certain things you have to conform to.
Well, you can come to this country, just don't murder people, and we good. That's all you got to do. Don't murder people.
Yeah. I was just
ideally
listening.
Don't mutilate them either. That's also
ideally.
One of them.
We try not to do that here in Canada. Although, hey, it happens every so often.
Yeah, I think there's just some really simple fundamentals, like follow the laws that apply in virtually every country in the world, and we're cool. You want to do some weird shit? Do it. That's your right. Just don't murder people. Don't mutilate people.
Believe whatever you want, but keep it inside your big dumb head.
Yeah, I don't even know if I necessarily agree with that. I partially agree with Milo Yiannopoulos. Talked about this before, where I kind of want to hear people say stupid shit, because then I at least know that stupid shit exists in people's heads. If I just assume that all Canadian citizens are like normal people like me, well, I'm not going to say I'm normal, but I would just assume these problems don't exist. But if I hear you talk about weird, obscure, ignorant hate, then I know that hate's out there. I know that something has to be done about that hate.
That's a good point. It's like when you like
keep
someone...
your hate in the spotlight. Hashtag hate in spotlight.
2 for 100 G. What was that?
2 different achievements for a total of 100 gamer score.
Oh.
Yeah, that confused me the first time. I thought that was the name.
Yeah. 2 for 100. It's like when someone says we haven't received a complaint. It's like, it doesn't mean people aren't complaining. It doesn't mean people are happy with what you're doing.
We did it.
That's it?
This is it.
We beat the game?
Yeah. That was the third gang.
Did you just nonchalantly beat the fucking
Why
game?
am I black all of a sudden? That is a social commentary.
It is. What the fuck is that? We played the whole game as the other character.
Would have been so easy just to put in the character we were playing as.
What the fuck was that? Don't laugh at me.
Whoa. What?
Oh yeah, no, it was the whole thing was his idea.
Whoa.
Who do you think was Shy Jen's biggest supporter? Who do you think ran organized?
What is he telling me? Just so I can fuck him up?
Oh no, the game's not over. I'm pretty sure you have to beat the last guy.
Oh, okay, so the gangs are over.
Yeah. For some reason, he's like a supervillain who has to monologue about all his fucking problems.
Yeah, he's not a very Ultron bad guy.
The whole world though got a fucking problem. A lot of bad bitches have a fucking problem. Whoa, what was that? You just shoot the camera guy. He didn't do anything wrong.
Wait. What? Now what?
You're looking pretty jacked. Check your missions,
He
bro.
told me he was the bad guy.
I think he's the purple dot.
I'm pretty sure that's a race.
Oh.
How do I... Shit. Silly controls. No, I actually don't even know how to get... Oh, so the map... Yeah, map's only specific to this area. Oh, there's only one more. No, what the fuck is going on? It doesn't even tell us what we're supposed to do next.
Did we beat the game or not?
Yeah, because he told me he was the bad guy, but don't tell me that's the ending. Oh, by the way, you're the bad guy.
You're not really.
Go to
As
another
long
supply
as
point.
someone else tells you to do something bad, it's okay.
I believe that's a social commentary. If you're told to do it, it's all right.
Yeah, that green dot.
Are you sure?
It was there when you left, and it's still there now.
That's a good point.
That's my body of proof.
Yeah, so where...
But it's not on the full map. What is happening here? This is probably where this is where they began to make the bad decisions for the second game. See, we look at the second game as being bad and this one being good, but they made the bad decisions at the end of the first game.
And then probably started developing the second one immediately.
Exactly. A skyscraper.
Oh, no. Okay, you know what? Maybe I have beaten this game. And I remember this being really silly. You then have to, you have to climb to the top of the agency.
Oh.
How do I even get out of this? Here's the lift. See, there's actually a bunch of stuff here. These guys are good guys, I guess. Yeah, this is the final agility race? Or is this just a straight up agility race?
I don't know. That one seems a little... I think it's probably...
The leap of faith. No, this is just an agility race. I think it's over. I shit you not. I think that was the end. All right, well, Crackdown Shame starts now.
Oh, it begins, brother.
So hang on. Just let me summarize, because we talked over him a lot. But he told us he incited 3 different gangs to take over the segments of this place, just so the civilians would be in such fear that they would accept full agency control of the entire place. That is fucked up. And then the game just ends with me accepting that? And then the next game begins with me not taking him down? What the fuck is that about?
What is that symbol on the map? Does that just mean a supply point?
The green one or
The orange one.
That's a supply point.
So this is just...
Yeah, as far as I know. Well, here, let me...
Is there a missions place? I love that we don't know. This remember Sequelitis conveyance? You need to convey that the game is either over or not over.
Yeah, he thanked me for defeating the gangs, and then told me he was the bad guy. And then that was it.
I think I remember it being ending like that.
Maybe this is why I don't remember beating the game.
Because you don't even...
Yeah. Look, he's just talking to me.
He's just talking like nothing happened.
See that green dot is just a...
Okay, well, thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this as much as we didn't.
This has been Crackdown.
And next we crack down on Crackdown 2.
It'll be swell.
Hey, look, there's a crack down there.